Hi everybody, it's Peggy. I was gonna do a tutorial today for you on an envelope mini. But before we get to that, the other day in my whole video I showed you some of the tinsel embossing powders that I had gotten. So I just wanted to share with you what they actually look like. This is on gray cardstock. I hope that's picking up some of the shimmer and the sheen and the sparkles for you. So that's the green and the gold there. This top gold one is that's your regular gold embossing powder, the superfine detail gold, and then below it is the tinsel gold. So hopefully you can see the difference between the two. Next to that is the silver, and then that's the bridal, which is an iridescent. I don't know why they call it bridal, but it's their stuff. They can call it whatever they want, I guess. And then there's the green and the red. So I hope you're able to pick up how much sparkle and iridescence that you get off of these. So I'm pleased with them. And they're all put out by Ranger. I quite like their embossing powders. For the gold and the silver, I get the super fine detail, and it melts down really fast. I have a couple of other brands that, God, you're sitting there for an hour and a half with a heat gun on it, and it's not doing anything. I heard the other day somebody complaining about the Distress embossing powder, how much they didn't like it. And the thing with the Distress powders, it's not meant to be shiny and soft. It's supposed to feel like sandpaper when you're done. There's actually two parts to the Distress embossing. One's the stuff that melts, and then the other half of it is sort of like the sand part of it. And the stuff melts, and then the sandy part sticks to it. And when it's cooled, you just sort of brush off any excess that's left, and you throw that away. You don't add that back in to your container. So I just thought I'd mention that. I happened to see a video on it somewhere along the way. Okay. Now then, of course I didn't come up with this idea. It was a video I had seen a couple years ago, and it's Dawn 5377. It was her video. But I just wanted to share it with you. It's quite fast and easy. So you take a piece of 12 by 12 paper, cut it in half, so it's 6 by 12. You score it at 6 inches and 6 3/4. And 6 inches on this one, and 6 3/4. And we will come back to this afterwards, but you just want to a little bit more than halfway. Just run a score line through that. I'll talk about that in a minute. While we have this out, and that's all we need to do with that, so we can get rid of it. Get in there. And then you just fold on the score lines. And any weird noises that you hear in the background is the dog. Of course, she's not going to do it now. There we go. So, you will notice that one side is shorter than the other side. This is 5 1/4, and that's 6 inches. So it's 6 by 6, 5 1/4 by 6, and the other one's the same. And what you will do is it fits like this, you're going to join them together. So you have a short side on the left, and then you have your fold there, and then it'll fold over this way. So what we need to do now is join the two halves together. So we'll put some tape on the short side here. And you just need to stick this down on, line it up with the score line there. There you go. And now we'll get our circle. It's a 2 1/2 inch circle, and we'll just fold that over. And how are we going to do this now? Okay, it's going to fit on there like this. So we need to stick this part down. You don't have to put tape or glue right to the edge, because we're going to be cutting that little bit off. So you just fit that score line. It looks about, no, don't do that. Come on here. There we go. Just stick that on there to hold it. Once we got it in place, then we get a piercing mat and our handy dandy piercing tool, and oh boy, I'm in, about there. You just come in about 1/2 inch or so, about in the middle, and poke a hole through. And then you get a little brad and poke that through. Don't need that anymore. And just fold that over. And then this little bit sticking off the edge here, and we'll just cut that off. So it's out of the way. So, yeah. So we've got it put together. This is how it will fit together when it's folded. So now we'll go ahead and put our papers in. Our pattern paper in the inside here. Dress it up. And the two bigger pieces are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that will just fit down in the middle section. And then the other 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 will go over into the section that has the bread in it. You just fit that in. Cover up the bread. And then this one is the short piece. And it is 5 by 5 3/4. So bang, there you go. Goes in here. So that's fast and easy. So you have the inside all decorated already. And then while we're doing this, we might as well do the front. Stick that on. Of course, I'm stuck to it too here. There we go. Now then, you take your envelopes, and what you do is your regular size envelope, and you just flip the flap over to the back on all of them, which I've already done to this one as well. And then you'll run some adhesive along where the glue of the envelope is already on there, and you just stick that to the one in front of it, and do this one. Already went ahead and did the others, and you can do 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you want, and you just stick them together. So when you're done, you've got like an accordion of the first one stuck to the last one. And the one at the back, you stick the flap to itself, and then just go ahead and put some more, get out there, adhesive on there, and just a couple of extra lines because there's going to be a little bit of wear and tear on this. So, and then, well, that might have gone better if we'd checked that out first. Huh, the envelopes are too big. Oh well, we'll stick them in there and we'll work something out. Guess we should have checked that out first. However, and then the cards that come with your envelopes, they just go into each envelope, and you just use those for your photo mats and journaling. And you can put a tab on each one so that they're easier to get out. Oh, get down in there. Be difficult. Anyway, So you'll have all your cards in there. So you want to put some pictures on it, there you go. And then you just fold it up. Of course, if the envelopes were the right size, then they would fit in there properly. And that just slips under there. I'll have to put a different fold in there. Where there's a will, there is a way. Not a problem. Not a problem. We'll make it fit. There we go. There we are. So make sure your envelopes will fit inside there before you go ahead and make this. Never thought to check that, because any other time I've made this, the envelopes always have fit inside. But as you can see, it's fast and easy, and there's lots of room to put pictures, and of course you can decorate the sides too and put some other decorations, or you could even put another pocket on the front and back flap, and there you go. Is there anything else? I guess that's about it. If you have any questions about my so-called mini album, give me a holler. If anybody's interested, the paper that I used is first edition paper. I really like these. Half of it is glittered paper. Of course, I do like my glittery stuff. I've used quite a bit out of this. And then the back half of the book is double-sided papers that coordinate. And it's good heavy cardstock. So, there we go. Sort of a tutorial. Hope you enjoy. Take care, everyone.